Peace and blessings. My name is Carlos Walker. This is Art and Hustle Black Authors Matter. And today I'm with my man Desmond. How you doing, bruh?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How are you?
Man, I'm doing perfect. Look, we woke
Hey,
up this morning.
that's it. That's it.
Hey, look, in that order. So look, before we start, share a little bit about with the people who you are and what you do.
For sure, for sure. Like you said, my name is Desmond, and I reside in Gainesville, Virginia, and I am an independent author. So I write children's books. That's what I do. Yeah, yeah. So,
Okay.
and I'm also
So
a project manager as well, full time.
okay. Shout
Yeah,
out, shout out. Look.
yeah,
So
yeah.
if you will, let's start off. How has your journey been as an author?
Yeah, great question, man. It's been amazing, honestly, man. It's been a blessing just to be on this journey and to be able to share my message and really inspire kids all over. So it's been awesome. So I started back out in 2020. That's when I first started writing. And as you know, during that time, that was the pandemic, right? There was a lot going on, right? People were in the house, depressed, going through a lot. And my son, he was 3 years old at that time. So that was my first time, my first, son, my first child. And I was like, what can I do to leave a legacy behind for him? Right. And to show him that anything is possible and just give him that empowerment as a father. And so that's what I started to write. I said, hey, let me try to write a children's book that he'll like and enjoy. And the fun fact about my books for this series that I'm writing, he is the main character in the book in the series. Yeah.
So
So
you ain't just leaving a legacy.
yeah.
You add him to the legacy.
Adding him to the legacy. So as far as the journey, man, just he's really inspired me to really go all out and be vulnerable and share my message with the world. So I started in 2020. That was my first book, and then my second book I wrote this year in August, and now I'm finalizing my third book, which I plan to release in December. So as far as and then going back, when I first started, I had no clue about writing a book. I didn't know what an author did behind the scenes, nothing. So it's just been amazing to learn, all that I have and to be where I am now, where people are really asking, hey, when's the next book coming? What's next?
So
So it's truly a
being that we
blessing.
stepping into this realm now, I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask you this. Uh what was well, you kind of shared the reason as well, because you did it to inspire yourself in the midst of COVID. You were bored. I, I
Yeah.
really I realized that a lot of us, or a lot of people, ended up tapping
Uh,
into their gifts during COVID. So
Yep.
now that you have tapped into your gift, you're
Yeah.
on your third book.
hmm
What else is it that you want to do with your books?
Great question. Yeah, I want to do more. I want to do speaking engagements. I want to go to different schools, which I have been doing, but go to different schools, daycares, and actually set up events at different venues where kids can come out, families can come out and just celebrate each other, and bring that community together. And at the same time, obviously inspire kids to be great, right? To be empowered, to understand self-love and always put your best foot forward, in whatever you do. So I want to be able to, next is kind of set up events at different venues where people can come together and
And
go
you
from
say
there.
you
So,
actually go and you do readings now.
yes, sir. Yep, I read at different schools, daycares, yeah,
That's dope.
libraries, things of that nature. So I just got my book into the Prince William County libraries. As I mentioned, I live in Gainesville, Virginia.
How how did you go about doing this?
Oh, I'm grinding, man. I'm grinding every day. I'm calling schools every morning. Hey, I'm a independent author. This is what I have. What do you think about it? I'm calling daycares. I'm calling libraries. So I'm out here just talking to everybody. Different bookstores, local bookstores. I'm traveling. So I got my book in different bookstores in Southern Virginia as well. So I'm all over.
I'm loving the grind.
Yeah, I'm
One
grinding, man.
one reason why I like to talk to authors, especially
Okay.
people like yourself, is because we get to understand the journey of the author
Yeah.
and the different outlets that you decided to take that some of us may not be taking. This adds on to what even I want to do. Because while I do speak at a few schools, I read to a few youth. I
Yeah.
haven't did a bunch of readings at schools.
Okay. Okay.
So this actually give me a me as an author as well a different
Yeah,
outlet to take my book and hey try to pitch it here, try to do
that's it.
this. So one, I'm grateful that you sharing that information.
Yeah,
This is the reason for this. Now,
absolutely.
tell us about your book, about book
Yeah.
one. Let us know hey what it entails, who the character, we know the character is based on your son. Tell us about, take us through the journey.
For sure, for sure. So, like I said, I'm right. This my series is called it's a Carter V collection. So, my son's name is Carter Vincent Ross. And another fun fact: Vincent is my middle name and my father's middle name, so his
Okay.
grandfather's. And so, yeah, like I said, he inspired me. So, the first book, I have two books. The first book is My Superpowers, and that book is about him thinking about how he can make the world a better place if he had superpowers. So I know we have a lot of superhero books, things of that nature, but our mind was kind of a little bit different. It's facing real life scenarios, right? Like feeding the homeless, healing the sick, stopping crime, things of that nature that we actually see day to day, especially in our community. So that's my little spin on it, with him using his superpowers. And so the journey throughout the book is just him going through different scenarios that we all see, and how he would solve those problems. And at the end, it's basically, I don't want to give too much away, but it's like it's showing a community of everyone of all colors, shapes, sizes coming together, and how he would bring them all together. So,
Mm.
and again, that's called My Superpower. So, very proud of that book, and what it's done as far as inspiring others. That's
Look, I'm pretty sure
the
that
first
it
book.
didn't even inspired a bunch of grown-ups to realize that they got
Yeah.
superpowers.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And that's also one of my plans with the book is just, it's for kids, but I also want parents to have these discussions with their children at that age too. Not just read the book, but like talk about what's really going on and talk about how this book can really shape you and mold you to who you want to be growing up in the future.
In your
Yeah.
second book,
Yeah, second book is called Floating Courage. And again, Carter, this is about him learning how to swim. So, short summary, he got invited to a birthday party, but he does not know how to swim. And so it takes you through the journey, a lot of messaging within this book, takes you through the journey of how he learns how to swim and faces different challenges during the swim lessons. But ultimately, he learns how to swim to go to the actual swim party. But I love this book as well because it's different messaging as far as him being brave, finding that courage, hence Floating Courage, the title of the book. But also, leaning into on his parents, leaning into his father, asking him for advice. What should I do? Things of that nature. So it's different messaging that's layered within the book.
and
So
Carter is how old now? Five.
seven now. He'll be
Oh,
8 in
seven.
December. Yeah,
Okay.
he's
Shout out
growing.
Carter.
Shout out
Look,
to Carter. Yeah, second grade. Second grade.
so it seems like, and I'm assuming your third book is based on Carter as well, right?
No, no, no. I'm doing that next year. My third book is on my daughter, so I had to get them out. I had to get her out the way.
I
Yeah, my
like
daughter.
it.
She just turned 3 in August, so it's about her with ambitions. Yeah, it's about her doing ambitions. Her dreaming about what she can do when she gets older. And the title of that book is "When My Stars Align." I
So
don't want to give too much away, but yeah, "When My
no, no, no.
Stars
I
Align."
got you. I want to one commend you on
Yeah,
being able to look at what you have, and
mhm.
that's family, and create the books upon those things.
That's it.
I'm pretty sure you'll use you, your wife, or your significant other. You'll
Yeah,
also create a book based on y'all and how you raised them, because
yeah.
each and every one of your books, just even up to now, from the what you have shared with me,
Uh-huh.
a lot of adults need these books.
Mm, that's deep, man. That's
Look,
deep.
floating
Yeah.
carriage. Look,
Yeah.
tell me, when I think about adults, think about how a lot of the carriage that we don't have, that
Mhm.
young kids have, but
Yeah.
we choose to get rid of the carriage that we had when we was younger because we start seeing or getting a different perspective of life.
Yeah.
So we stop having the courage or being courageous to do certain stuff.
That's it.
And
Yeah.
that book can actually reinvent or reignite the courage within us. The
Yeah. Yeah.
first book, just thinking about the first book, when you think about it and you think about how Carter, give me a second, I lost my train of thought, how Carter
Mhm.
did what he did in that book. You are figuring out ways of tapping into the mind to make even the adult, while they're reading and giving it to the young kid,
Yeah,
they're
man.
talking to the kid within.
That means a lot. I appreciate that. You're spot on. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, that's it. That's the message. That's what I was saying earlier. I want the parents to have these discussions with their children
Hmm.
about what's, the real life scenarios. Yeah.
And crazy thing, after you, I know you got a few that you're writing, a few
Mm.
books, but create them into animation.
Mm. Okay.
Those would be great animated stories that kids can learn from as well. Because I learned something in life. I'm a visual person,
Okay.
so being a visual person, growing up, I didn't read as much. I started reading after I got locked up. But
Mhm.
listen to the books. I mean, the books that you have created when if they can visualize this, because I know you got illustrations in there too.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
being creating it into an animated show for those who may not pick up a book, because a lot of us don't pick up books when we early, but
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
will watch it. They will watch a movie. They will watch something that a lot of children looking at cartoons. Look at these little
Hmm.
cartoons that they got out right, Bluey and all of
Yeah.
these cartoons. Your book is a cartoon.
That's a great point, man. Especially with the series and all that. There's so many stories, like you said, real life stories that are good for adults and children that we can put on the
Hmm.
big screen. So I definitely did think about that. I'm a manifest. It's gonna happen in the
Hey,
future.
and
I think.
and like, hey, keep
Yeah.
writing, because
Yeah.
the biggest thing, I love putting books in kids' hands.
Okay.
When you do it, it's something different. When you
Mm.
sign a book for a kid, it's totally different than watching a movie. They can't
Hmm.
get that sign. They don't carry with that with them for the rest of their life. But
For
their
sure.
book, their physical book, they can read that to their kids later on.
Mm. Mm.
So I commend you for just
Okay.
doing what you're doing, man, for writing.
Yeah.
I tell everybody, every author, that our ancestors are rolling in their grave with pride, because
Hmm.
guess what? They couldn't read nor write at one
All
time,
right.
and
Yeah.
not in this country. And what God has us doing is reading and writing books, doing all types of stuff. So look, I commend you, man, for the artistry that you're using.
I appreciate that. I really do. I commend you as well, man, for your story coming out. I know you were locked up, coming out, sharing your story, writing your books as well, man. So we doing it. Let's keep doing it. And you mentioned my ancestors. So our ancestors, my family, my father and my mother were both raised in Mississippi, hard time Mississippi. So I remember my dad he wasn't wearing shoes to church. You know what I'm saying? When he was young, that's how bad it was in Mississippi. So I can't stop now. I gotta keep going.
You got to
For
keep
them, for
going.
everyone, man. So yeah,
So
I
before
appreciate
we
that.
leave, I do want to ask you a question. One, there's two things. I need you to give me a word of wisdom for anybody who is just starting their journey as an author, or have not even started their journey. Give them something that will encourage them. It ain't even got to be an author, just anybody. And then two, let the people know where they can find your book. Let them know where they can find you, because I want people, look, y'all go get his books, both of them, and
For
go get
sure.
the first two and get the third one when that one drop. Because guess what? He
Sure.
ain't out here just writing, just be writing. He writing to inspire y'all's children.
Yeah.
Look, and I want each and every one of y'all, look, tap in with him.
I
Phenomenal guy.
appreciate that.
So
Yeah, yeah.
share the word of wisdom.
Yeah, for sure, man. As far as writing, I'm gonna say just write, just do it. Don't be scared, don't be hesitant. That's what I went through. I guess it's writer block or just being scared to be vulnerable. Just do it. Be yourself and just do it, and have a reason of why you're doing it, and don't stop. Just keep going. For sure. Don't stop. So I appreciate that, man. So yeah, as you can see, I have my hoodie as well, Mac. So my company is Make a Change today, and so my brand is Mac, and we sell apparel and children's books. And so you can find me at macshop.com. You can find more information on macshop.com. That's MACTSHOP. And again, that MACT stands for Make a Change today. Yeah, and also I have an event coming up with Floating Courage. So I have an
Okay.
event with Swim Kids Swim School in Woodbridge, Virginia. So they're a prominent swim school out here. So I'm doing it. We're doing I'm partnering up with them on November 15th at 2:30 at the Woodbridge location. And additionally, on that same day, that morning, I'm doing an event with the Regional Fairfax Public Library as well. It's a book festival for local authors. So please come
Man,
out. Let's talk. I'll be doing book signings, talking about my story, and just again inspiring others. So I appreciate it. Appreciate
Keep
this
making a
time.
change. Keep making a change today, man. Look,
That's it.
it's
You see
it's
the man.
important that you was given this gift for a reason. Keep
Yeah,
utilizing it. Or as your first book, this is your superpower.
I appreciate
You
that.
are making a change with your superpower, but your son and your
Mhm.
daughter, they get to see the work that you're doing through the superpower that you have been given. Keep
That's it,
doing it.
man. I really
Look,
do appreciate
love
it,
you,
man.
bro.
All right,
Look,
we'll talk soon. I'm gonna send you
you
some
got-
shirts too.
appreciate you. My
Yeah, for
name is
sure.
Carlos Walker. This is Art and Hustle, and this is my main man Desmond. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings, man. Appreciate it.